Hello again and welcome to the Winter 2021 Digital Program Series presented by the Corey Higher Education Council. Today's webinar, titled OneStop CareerLink Services, will offer access to several career and training services to meet you where you are regardless of employment status. This presentation will provide a comprehensive overview of the personalized services available through the Northwest PA CareerLink agency and its respective partners. Today's webinar will help you discover career pathways for the job seeker in areas of job matches, career training, and workforce reentry. You will also learn a little bit about support programs for our out-of-school youth, veterans, and individuals with disabilities. My name is Brody Howard. I'm the Executive Director of the Corey Higher Education Council. Joining me today is Benjamin Wilson, one-stop operator from the Northwest PA CareerLink, who is here to share his expertise and many resources offered through the PA CareerLink system. Ben, it's a real pleasure to have you join us today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Brody. I'm really excited to be part of this conversation that we're having with job seekers, and I'm really thrilled to share some of the services that we do and provide at the Pennsylvania CareerLink. As you can see on the screen, the Pennsylvania CareerLink connects job seekers with employers. We are not a staffing agency. Rather, we are an agency that provides services to help job seekers connect with employers by providing training resources, by providing on-the-job training opportunities, and we have a lot of programs that to offer based on the need of the job seeker. And I'll get into that a little bit more as we proceed with the slide presentation. But I wanted to give you kind of a thumbnail sketch of what we do and how we provide services. And I know the CareerLink can seem a little confusing at times to many of the job seekers and employers. So hopefully today I'll be able to clarify some of that information. And then I'll also provide you with some contact information if you have any further questions in regards to what we provide at the Pennsylvania CareerLink. So the mission of the CareerLink is really to connect people with jobs through collaborative workforce development efforts and strong partnerships with the economic development, business, education, and government sectors in the Northwest Pennsylvania region. And so with that being said, strong partnerships is a key piece to what we do. The Pennsylvania CareerLink in the Northwest has various partners, and a lot of the partners that we help leverage resources to benefit the job seeker and employer. That's very, very key. That's a big part of my job at the Pennsylvania CareerLink is to build those partnerships so the end user, the job seeker or the employer gets the best benefit through our services. And we offer a lot of services. We receive money from the state, and that money is used to help with developing job seekers and employers. And so the whole purpose of what I'm going to share today is some of those programs that we have to offer. As I mentioned earlier, we receive money from the state, and without going into much detail or too much detail, there's 23 different workforce development areas throughout the state of Pennsylvania. And so when we talk about a one-stop system, it truly is a one-stop system. And we cover in the Northwest, we cover 6 different counties. So we have Erie County, Crawford, Warren, Forest, Venango, and Clarion. We have 2 comprehensive sites. One's located in Erie, and another is located in the Oil region. Just because we have only 2 comprehensive sites, many of the services that I'm going to discuss today can be delivered virtually. And as you all are aware, we are in a virtual world right now. And so we have made many, many different strides to continue to provide job seeker services to our job seekers, provide opportunities to get digital equipment if needed to work with us virtually. We also have really looked at how this moving into a digital world affects the job seeker. So we've made many, many efforts on our end to ensure that we can continue to provide those services. And so who do we serve? We serve adults, which is any adult that needs help finding a job, working with adults to provide skills so that they can walk into a job and be prepared to work that job. We also work with dislocated workers, and this group of people are workers that were laid off due to closure of a business. And so that's a dislocated worker. We also work with out of school youth. Our out of school youth are youth under the age of 24 that are out of school, that have some sort of a barrier to employment. We also have a TANF youth program that works with low income youth to develop their skills in workforce development. We also work with OVR, which is our Office of Vocational Rehabilitation partner. So we work with that population. We also provide preferred services to veterans who are looking for job development and workforce development. We also work with skilled and unskilled workers. So we provide a variety of services. And we do this for our job seekers by providing training. We also do this by job matching. We also have supportive services. And what supportive services are, it's an opportunity once you're enrolled into our programs. Many times you may have additional barriers, work clothes, or money for some digital devices to connect with us virtually, or you might need, as I mentioned, work clothes, work boots, or money to help gain some sort of a credential through that might be required for the job. And so we provide supportive services because we want to try to help eliminate any barrier to employment for the job seeker. We also provide high school equivalency opportunities, and that's through our Title II, which is our adult basic education provider. And so those who are gaining or looking to get their GED, or those who need to go back and kind of brush up their skills, we provide that high school equivalency opportunity. Another key piece, especially during this pandemic, is digital literacy. Many companies, employers are moving into a digital world. And so there is a digital literacy gap among some job seekers that might need to be closed. And so our staff is trained to help provide services to help enhance those skills for those who might be digital illiterate, which could be, how do you set up an email? How do you set up an online resume? What are some of the tools out there to connect with other organizations virtually? And so we provide those opportunities to job seekers. We also have a work experience program. Our work experience program gives individuals, adult and out of school youth, an opportunity to work at an organization and get paid. For our out of school youth population, anyone below, as I mentioned, the age of 25, they would be teamed up with one of our caseworkers, and while they are working for a company, we would match them up with an employer. While they're working with an employer, they are receiving training from our caseworkers, soft skills, hard skills. We provide that support. We make that connection for that out of school youth to that employer. And we provide hours. We begin with about 360 hours, I believe. And then what we do is if that match is good and there needs to be additional hours, we can add an additional 360 hours. And then once those hours are complete, it's up to the employer whether or not they want to bring that person on board, which is a great opportunity for those out of school youth that really want to just get their foot in the door, and we provide that connection for them. For our adult population, we have an on-the-job training program where we will pay an organization or a business your wages for a certain amount of time while you kind of get your feet in the door, and basically you're doing an on-the-job training. And so we help and compensate the employer for your time there to help provide you with the skills that you need to hit the ground running. And so, and then, we also have specialized services for our veterans, so we give them preferred treatment, and we want the best for our veterans. So we have a whole veteran services department that works specifically with our veterans to provide services to that team or for any veteran that's coming in to the CareerLink. And then through the state of Pennsylvania, we also have apprenticeship programs. Some are registered, some are pre-apprenticeship programs. And again, this is an opportunity for anyone that wants to walk into an organization. We make that connection to the organization, and this gives the job seeker an opportunity again to work with a program. And what a pre-apprentice does is it gives you that hands-on experience, very much like one of the work experiences or the work experience I alluded to earlier. It gives them an additional resource as they walk into that organization to learn more about the job. And typically we like our pre-apprentices or our apprenticeship programs to turn into full-time employment. And so that's what we do for job seekers. There's many different programs. There's many different opportunities as the Northwest Pennsylvania CareerLink continues to receive funding to help support some of the things that we do. But what I pretty much highlighted there is kind of a thumbnail sketch of what we offer to our job seekers that walk through our door. So, why should you value, or why value, or you should contact the Pennsylvania CareerLink? And again, as I mentioned, those basic skills are skills that many of our employers we found are looking for. And so again, we really want to prepare you as the job seeker to come in and work with our team. And again, as I mentioned, a lot of our partnerships lie in how we provide services. And as I mentioned, our adult basic education provider provides that high school equivalency in digital literacy and also assessments. Many employers are looking for a pre-assessment. And I know that can be scary at times when a potential employer is saying, hey, we want to give you an assessment before we even consider hiring you. That can be kind of scary for someone that hasn't been in school for a certain amount of time, or it could be a little scary for an out-of-school youth that, hey, I dropped out of school and I'm just not good at that thing with taking tests. That's where our team comes in, and they actually remediate and help through that process. All of our workshops, we have workshops that are on our website, which is, and it will be shared at the end of this presentation. We have a workshop that pretty much covers anything and everything that you can possibly think of. If you need help with resume writing, there's a workshop there for you. And at this particular point in time, we're delivering those virtually, as I mentioned. If you kind of tense up and you need some help with, acing that interview, there's a workshop there for you to join, that workshop to brush up your interview skills. As I mentioned earlier, things are going digital. And so, we really want to prepare job seekers to be successful in our digital landscape right now. So, we have a workshop that covers LinkedIn, which is a digital resume website. How do you get a stellar LinkedIn profile? So again, if there's anything that you may want to delve into in regards to, I want to know more about X, Y, and Z when it comes to job search or brushing up my skills, I really encourage you to go on our website, and there's a training section there, and we have a calendar of events. Another thing I also want to mention is we've been doing a lot of virtual job fairs. And that can sound a little scary at times, but a virtual jobs fair is really just connecting with employers virtually. And so how do you do that? There's a training out there. So we can help prepare you before you attend a virtual job fair. And we've been trying to do that quite regularly now because there are a lot of employers that are seeking job seekers right now, and they're using that as a way to connect with the job seekers. And again, I talked a little bit about the work experience program, learning how to get to work, get started. We do like our work experience programs to have some value in it, which is very, very important. And when I say value, what's the career pathway? You're not just working a job and it's, a job. We really want you to look at this work experience as an opportunity to walk in the door and look at how can I build upon this experience and then take it to the next level. And so many of the employers that we work with, we encourage the employers to highlight some of those areas that might be an opportunity for a potential job seeker to walk in and say, hey, I not only want to work for this company for a short period of time, but I can see myself with this company for a long period of time because there's a career pathway there. And so that's why we value and we think the work experience program is a fantastic opportunity. Our training programs, again, whether it's to retrain a job seeker, to enhance their skills at their current job, or to help upskill their education or their what they're trying to gain on that job. There might be an opportunity that you may see at your current employer, and you're like, I want to go after that opportunity. And so, but you don't quite have the skills, or you feel you may not have the skills or requirements for that opportunity, reach out to us. We have those training programs in place to help you gain the skills you need for that next promotion at your job. We work with a lot of employers, and a lot of the employers understand what we do and how we can contribute to the success that you may be able to provide at that organization. And so we have our specialized training to help upskill those job seekers so that they can get the jobs that they want. On our website, if any of you are interested, there's a lot of good labor market information, and that's important because when you look at the different trends and you look at unemployment and you look at what this environment looks like now during this pandemic, you want to know who is hiring. That's very important. You also want to know what the pay scales are, now and in the future. And so as a job seeker, you can begin to map your career. You can begin to say, okay, this is the pathway I want to go. If I head down this road, there might not be an opportunity in the future. So the Pennsylvania CareerLink at the state level has put a lot of work in providing that information for job seekers so that they can map their career so they can get the best possible, be part of the best possible organization that they can so that they can be successful. And then we also have a rapid response team. And this team is a team that goes into businesses and organizations that may be facing a layoff. And so when you hear the term rapid response, we rapidly respond to the needs of the employer. So if you're a job seeker and you need that and you're at risk of being laid off, this team is designed to come in and help. And so that team mainly works with employers, but then ultimately provides a warm handoff to many of our partners who then can provide the services that I discussed earlier. The Title II, which is our adult education, our Title I, who provides the adult dislocated worker training and opportunities. And so, we work together as partners through that rapid response team to get you the services that you need so that you can move on to the next chapter in your life, or move on to another training, whatever you might need. That's what that team is there to provide. So I know I threw a lot at you, and there's a lot of there's so much more that I could cover, but I really wanted to kind of keep it basic. Again, reiterating, we're not a staffing agency. We are a training agency that's tasked with connecting employers to job seekers by using the funding that we have available at the Pennsylvania CareerLink. We have various teams that engage the job seeker at the point of contact. So when you do call our office, the first person you'll be engaged with is what we call a talent engagement specialist. And again, they're your first point of contact. They will be able to answer any of your questions. All questions are valid, and so feel free to reach out to that team. We are not the unemployment office, so we would not be able to answer any questions in regards to unemployment. But if you have questions around training opportunities or retraining opportunities or classes or any other services along that nature, feel free to check us out, give us a call. The website that we have, the state of Pennsylvania just did a complete overhaul, and so it's very easy to navigate. Many of your questions might be able to be answered through that portal that we have. And also on that website, once you register on that website, you will have an opportunity to search our job boards. Our job boards are great because, as many of you that are job seekers may encounter when you're using other websites like Monster or Indeed or even LinkedIn, there's a lot of ads and there's a lot of fake companies that you might run across. The Pennsylvania CareerLink has a team that filters all of that out. So you know when you're applying for a job, it's a legit job that has a salary that's attached to it that's not some scam. We take we put a lot of effort into filtering a lot of that out because we don't want to waste the job seeker's time. And then on the other side, the employers know when somebody's applying, these are very interested candidates that are looking for an opportunity to work in their company. So the website is one of the reasons why I put it on the screen, is a very good key resource that I think many of you might benefit from. We also have all the employers that we work with that are on the website are registered through our state, through the state of Pennsylvania. So again, these are companies that are truly looking for people to work for their organizations. So in closing, I wanted to provide you with some information. In Erie, this is our contact information for 814-455-9966. And as I indicated, we also cover Crawford, Venango, Clarion, Forest, and Warren counties. And I have that information listed there below. We also have a 1844 number if you would like to reach out to us that way. In addition, we also, when you do call either the Erie or the other offices that's located in Crawford, Venango, Clarion, Forest, or Warren counties, as I mentioned before, we can work virtually. We have different platforms that we can reach out and work with you again virtually. So that limits you coming into the office or trying to engage in a face-to-face appointment. We're very responsive and we look forward to working with you. And again, if you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out to our team and we'll get you the services and that you may need, or the information that you may need. Thanks, Brody, for giving me the opportunity to give everyone an opportunity to hear a little bit more about the CareerLink. And again, if there's any questions, please feel free to reach out.
Thanks, Ben. Really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.